Coleus is considered as highly sought after ornamental plant due to its attractive foliage, and if you want to expand your Coleus collection, you can do it so by propagating new plants from cuttings. And the propagation method is really simple. You can either do it through water or soil propagation. So I'm going to show you both the methods in today's video. So stay tuned and welcome back. And to begin the propagation, first of all, we need to look out for a healthy stem. It should be 4 to 6 inches long. Like you can see here, I'm going to make a cut right below the node. You can see a node is an area from where you see the leaves are attached to the stem. This part is called node. You have to make cut right below the node. And what happens is that once you make a cut right there, the plant starts to branch out from other directions, and that's how it becomes more bushy and thicker. I'll bring the camera close. You can see the plant has started to producing new leaves from the other sides. And now, before putting this cutting into soil or water, it is important to remove lower leaves on each side of the stem so that rooting can happen more easily and effectively. So here I'm going to remove the lower leaves. Now, as you can see, the cutting is ready. At this point, you can place this cutting either into soil or into water. First, I'm going to be showing you how you can soil propagate this cutting. So here I'm taking small piece of aloe vera and I'm going to put this into the base of the cutting. I'm going to apply some gel at the bottom of the cutting so that it won't rot. It has some antifungal properties and it helps in rooting also. You can see here I have taken a 3 inches small nursery container with some coco peat in it, and I'm going to be putting this cutting into this small container. And now I'm going to spray around the soil to make it wet, and that's it. The soil propagation is done. Here is a point to remember that you should always keep this cutting in a bright place away from the sun because it can burn the leaves, and keep the soil consistently moist until it's established into a plant. And now coming to the water propagation, it's also simple. Here I'm taking a jar. I'm gonna fill it with water. I would recommend always use a transparent jar or glass for water propagation so that you can see through whatever is happening to the stems, and it feels great to see the roots forming. And I have put the cutting in the jar and just leave it for about 10 days or 2 weeks. You would see the roots will start to form. Here is a point to remember: keep on changing water every 3 to 4 days to avoid any bacterial issues or algae forming. And now after 10 days, you can see the roots are formed. Both the cuttings have got roots, and this is the time when I am going to transplant these cuttings into soil. And here I am taking a 6 inches container. Make sure whichever container you are going to use, it must have good drainage. And I'm using a well drained chunky mix. I have added some perlite, orchid bark and worm castings in my regular mix, and I've mixed them together. A nice chunky potting mix is ready for Coleus. Now I'm going to be adding 2 layers of soil in the bottom of the planter and going to be placing these 2 cuttings in the middle of the planter. You can see the roots are well formed and the stems are looking very healthy. So now at this point, I'm going to be placing these cuttings into the container, and now I'm going to backfill. And now time to water, and the propagation is done. Both the methods are simple and easy, and I would say with proper care, your new plant will be ready in a couple of days. Just keep in mind few things, that if you are water propagating, then keep on changing water every 3 to 4 days. And I would highly recommend always go for a healthy 3 to 4 inches long stem for a successful propagation. And at last, I would say, if you really find this video helpful, give a thumbs up, like, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, keep loving your Coleus plants and keep on propagating new Coleus plants. Happy planting!